Welcome once again to part 7 of the I'm Taking Charge Fundamentals course. In the last video we talked about beliefs and the major role they play in the quality of our lives and how they contribute to our anxiety. In this video, before I set out the path forward and how we're going to put together all the pieces of the puzzle for the final solution, I want to talk about your comfort zone because it's a key piece in the mindset that you'll need to approach the task of taking charge of anxiety. So here's most people living life in the middle of their comfort zone. But our goals and the things that we dream about when we're alone with our thoughts are outside of that. So to get what you want, you have to break through that boundary of your comfort zone, that boundary formed by your beliefs about yourself and the world. It's our beliefs about what we're capable of that keep us boxed in. What tends to happen is that we'll start to move towards what we want, but as soon as we get close to that boundary, things become uncomfortable. Sometimes our subconscious mind, in trying to protect us, shows us a highlight reel of what can go wrong, often inducing anxiety symptoms. And so we'll retreat back to that comfort zone. Now, retreating to the comfort zone can be an unfulfilling way to live, and so for many, things get very uncomfortable in the comfort zone anyway. It can be an unhappy existence. Sometimes life is asking us to step up. Now, to take charge of anxiety, what we need to do is nudge those boundaries back little by setting some goals outside of your comfort zone and using the tools we teach a world-class friend to achieve those goals. When you break through the boundaries formed by your beliefs and nail that goal, that activity is now within your comfort zone. You know you can do it. You've pushed the boundaries of your comfort zone back. You now have a bigger comfort zone and a bigger life with all the opportunities that provides. As you continue to do this, momentum is important. The symptoms that your body throws at you start to subside at an increasing rate. Your body lets go of that feeling of impending danger and you realize that you're no longer being triggered in situations that were once torturous. This is a similar process, albeit a more gentler version, of how US Navy SEALs would go about conditioning and acclimatizing their teams for battle. They put them into a situation and then evaluate. What did you do well? What can you do better? What can you work on? It's the same process every elite sporting team will go through after every match, win, lose or draw. We're going to approach this with a mindset of curiosity, where there's no failure, only feedback. When you push out of your comfort zone, you may also find that you're proud of yourself. And as Stuart Brand says, being proud is the most reliable source of happiness I know. I don't know about you, but when I look back, the greatest memories and achievements of my life have been when I've broken outside my comfort zone and proved that I can do it. In my experience, it's true what Neil Donald Walsh says. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. And being comfortable being uncomfortable is a key to taking charge of anxiety and a key to life. Of course, getting outside your comfort zone is going to take courage. And courage comes, as this quote says, when you have a vision that is bigger than the fear. Your life will shrink or expand according to the amount of courage you're willing to show. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the realization that something is more important than the fear. Your dreams, your power, your life, and the lives of the people you care about. At World Class Friend, we work with you to come up with this vision of yourself anxiety-free and doing all the things you love to do so that you'll have the courage to take on this challenge of taking charge of anxiety. And of course, to keep fronting up with that courage, you need a support network, and that's what World Class Friend is about. We teach the understanding and awareness, the tools and the skills, and we also provide the support you need while you go about achieving that anxiety-free vision. If you think we at World Class Friend can help you, we'd love to hear from you. Let's talk about the path forward. As I've mentioned, we see taking charge of anxiety is like putting together the pieces of a puzzle. We take a very structured, systematic approach. It's a step-by-step process, putting together the pieces of this puzzle over time, rewriting the chemistry of your body as we go, rewriting these programs. Each step is designed to build upon the last, giving you increasing momentum until you find your mind and body responds to situations in a completely different way to what you've become used to. What you're left with when that happens is a different life, a life where you can look forward excitedly to being part of the big moments, rather than skillfully avoiding situations which may trigger you. There's 3 parts to the World Class Friend I'm Taking Charge system. In part A, we gain an awareness of what's going on for you in mind and body, and set you up with tools and checklists for your immediate use to take charge of anxiety as it arises. You'll experience real and immediate progress here, and have some realizations which will give you hope. And hope gives you the energy and momentum to drive you towards further success in the rest of the program. In part B, we then start the change work on a subconscious level so that you're not being triggered in the first place. We go deep into the root cause of the anxiety symptoms you're experiencing and take an in-depth look at beliefs and the massive role they play in the quality of our lives. We begin to remove the triggers, change the filters through which you're viewing the world, lighten up your mental chatter, and leave you responding to the world in a completely different way. Think of this as installing new software in your brain. It really is life-changing stuff. And then in part C, we take a big step forward, putting everything we've learned into real world practice. This is an exciting time. If you sit there and do nothing, nothing changes. You may find your old mental chatter and programs will return and you'll re-dig the old hole. So we'll channel your new energy and skills towards a direction of your choosing. And as we do, we make the new way of dealing with things a habit. As you experience the changes and your belief grows, you are reprogramming the way your mind and body responds. The situations that cause you anxiety or panic are no longer subconsciously perceived as a threat, and the symptoms drop away. That's a very general overview of the three-part program. To see the full details, go to worldclassfriend.com/the program and we'll take you step by step, session by session through the complete I'm Taking Charge system, which is delivered one-on-one or as an online group course. Sessions are run online so you can participate from the convenience and comfort of your own home. If you haven't used the Zoom software that we use, don't stress. We'll take you through that simple process to set that up and use it. If you decided that World Class Friend is not for you, I wish you all the best in your recovery from anxiety. I would urge you to not just accept it as your lot in life. Stay curious as to ways that you can tackle this, because I can assure you that the feeling of relief on the other side of what you have happening is worth its weight in gold. And that's a feeling we want for you. Whether you continue on your education with us or not, I have that gift for you that I promised earlier on the course. I call it peace in my pocket. When I was really battling with the symptoms on a daily basis and just learning this information, I found that it's all very well knowing this stuff, and then it's another matter to put it into place and use it. What I found was that when I was in the heat of battle and I could feel the panic come on, everything I knew went out the window. It reminds me of what Mike Tyson's trainer, Customato, used to say. Everyone has a plan until they get hit in the face. My mind went blank, the plan was forgotten, and I just went into hoping to survive mode. I wasn't able to remember what to do. So what I started to do was carry a cardboard card around with me in my back pocket. On one side it has the diagram of the trinity of emotional state control, so your physiology, your self-talk and your focus. And on the other side it has the meaning question, so I could take charge of my self-talk. When I was feeling the anxiety coming on or going into particular situations, I'd pull the card out and go through the checklist to take charge of the symptoms. It was such an important tool for me at the time. I found I needed that checklist until it became second nature. I've now had this printed up on PVC so that it will last. It's the size of a business card so that you can carry it with you at all times, and it will give you that prompt, a checklist when you need it. It comes with a video explaining how to best utilise it. If you think that would be of assistance, email us at info@worldclassfriend.com with your name and address and we'll cover the cost of the postage to you. That's our gift to you. Okay, that's it for the fundamentals course. If anxiety is a problem in your life, I hope you found it helpful. What we've provided here are some of the key pieces of the puzzle to get you started on setting the foundation. If you want some help to fill in the remaining pieces leading to the final solution, here's that link again. It's worldclassfriend.com/the program. For any queries, our email is info@worldclassfriend.com, and you can keep up with what I'm sharing on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Damien Murdoch Mindset Coach. This has been Damien Murdoch from World Class Friend. Cheers.